Turn around 3 times. Start shooting.
Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Personalize the way you see everything, and then conquer. Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S-switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Adjust the angle effortlessly for maximum comfort.
Triple kill! Godlike! Ultra kill! Rampage!
did you do that? How did you do that? Did you think it was?
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the ESL India Premiership. We are on day 5, and we are here to bring you some of the most exciting games that are happening in the Masters League live on our YouTube channel. This event is brought to you by Omen, by HP, Zawi, by BenQ, HyperX, and I'm Angela, your host for today from Nodwin Gaming. We are going to have Counter-Strike, Dota, and Clash Royale happening today, but the first game of the day is going to be Clash Royale. It's going to be Mukul versus Sushil. So let's hear a little bit more about these two players. Sushil is from Delhi, and he is one of the youngest CR players since the time the Starter Cup has begun. He's also been playing Clash Royale from the time it's released. He entered the ESL India Premiership through the Starter Cup and climbed his way from there. He got promoted to the Semptember Master League after a stellar performance in the August Challenger League. In the September phase, he's played already against Jamith in his first game, and he won with a score of 3-0. Mukul, on the other hand, is also known as 8-bit in the gaming world. In the August phase, he had a commendable performance and finished at the second place. In the September phase, he played 2 games till now. His first game was against Hasib, where he managed to only take 1 game of Hasib. But on Monday, he played his second game against Rin and took all the 3 rounds. Both these players haven't really played against each other yet in the master phase of the ESL India Premiership. And I'm looking forward to both these players because Sushil, as we know, he's, I think, the youngest CR player we're having right now. He's about 15 or 16, if I'm not wrong. So it's really interesting to see such a young player make it all the way to the Masters League. I wish both the teams the best of luck. Manoj Gola is our caster for today. He's waiting for us in the casting area, so let's quickly give it to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESL India Premiership's daily stream of Clash Royale. This is Manoj Supergola casting for you. Along with me is Rishabh Bhagatbilla Vora. Say hi, man.
Hi guys, what's up?
So you saw the match yesterday, right? You were right here with me.
Yeah, I was watching.
What do you think? Like, so you think Mukul is going to recover from what he did on the first day, or you think Sushil is going to continue his?
I mean, we haven't seen much of Sushil yet. I know, like, he's a wild entrant to the Masters League, but I guess I'll have to see more of a way to give that statement.
Yeah. So basically, what I said a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
You cheeky C-word. Okay, so we have Mukul facing off against the new guy, and looks like nobody's made much progress so far. I think that's the first time I'm seeing a full health P.E.K.K.A making its way to the other side, and then now slowly making its way back.
That's what happens when you have an ice golem like that.
The exact speed. That P.E.K.K.A basically did nothing. Man.
Aggro clears the game.
So yeah. The battering ram on the left. There's nothing much happening. Units are just dying at the river. So Okay, so now we see a hog coming out from Mukul on the right. Does manage to get 3 hits off onto the tower? Yes, 3 hits, 950 HP now. So now we see Abhi bringing out the big guns with his Mega Knight, blocking him down. But he didn't manage to do much defense there. Ooh, one more jump and one more Kobe? No. Yeah, one more Kobe. Okay. Activates the King Tower maybe? No, he doesn't.
Well, that would have been something to watch, man. Had the Mega Knight activated the King Tower like that.
Okay, so 3 Musketeers. Okay, this is pretty strange. Like Abhi is using a P.E.K.K.A, Mega Knight, Ram, Poison. So Mega Knight and P.E.K.K.A just to kill other units. He wants to do damage to the tower using his Poison and Ram, which he's unable to do so far. But Mukul has been a little more successful. His Hog has been cycled fast enough. Oof. Leap onto the tower, that's some huge damage right there.
What did the Mega Knight jump on? I saw the Ice Golem actually stopping him in midway, but there was nothing really for him to jump at.
Onto the tower?
No, he didn't jump on the tower. He actually jumped in front of the tower. And there's nothing over there which could distract him like that. Might have been very quick. I didn't realize that.
Well, either way, Abhi now has his poison. He's going to just use it and we can call it. There we go. 3 more ticks. And so congratulations to Sushil Abhi for his first match-up victory of the day, putting the score 1-0 in favor of him. And now Mukul's feeling the heat. Mukul's feeling the tension. He's sweating. Come on, Mukul, send us a better picture. Huh?
Yeah. Sushil sent one. He's like all suited up.
This is the kind of pictures that once Sushil is like 20, 25 years old, he's going to look back on this and he's like, oh, that was me. Well, that's at least like 15 years away. So he's in 7th grade, so we don't have to worry about that. Maybe we'll get something new. Maybe this photo will get lost in the internet. That's wishful thinking though. Anyway, I think we are ready for the second game. So before we actually get into the second game, do you want to make a prediction? The final scoreline?
You go ahead. I'd like last time we casted together, you had this 6 cents about you. Okay. What do you think is gonna happen?
I think the final scoreline will be 3-2. Like they seem pretty evenly matched. Neither players are making more mistakes than either. So I think it's a 5-match series.
The last game also came very quite close. So the other tower was only at 250 health, but we managed to get the better. So I think like it's a reasonable thing which could happen.
True.
3-2.
I agree. So yeah, minions, such damage. Look at that. All of them got maybe 3 hits off each on the tower, and it's a 1378. That is some damage right there. Myra takes care of the princess. Goblin Barrel gets slightly interrupted by the Ice Spirit, but they still manage to do a lot of damage. Like 3 hits each onto the tower is a lot of damage.
The lock comes down and takes the Goblin Gang away.
So this is quite interesting. Like I don't think anybody other than Sushil has been using the mirror in their decks so far, right?
Yeah.
We've seen the clone spell maybe a couple of times, but I don't think anybody's used the mirror until now, at least in this session. Now Mukul's looking at the time, 90 seconds left, and he's put down an Elixir Collector. That's going to be really powerful later on in the last minute if Abhi doesn't deal with it, but he doesn't have anything to deal with it, does he? Maybe a mirror, Goblin Barrel? Nah, not happening. Even though Mukul's lost another tower, the last minute of double elixir, right? That's when his 3 Musketeer deck will shine. Let's see if he can make anything of it. Goblin Barrel onto the newly plopped down elixir character. They do manage to bring it below half HP, but that's not enough. Like 40 seconds is good enough time for him to get to come up with a huge push. Oof. So he's doing a lot of damage to the towers, but his problem is right now it's split. One tower at 1098, the other at 1378. By all rights, one of the towers should have gone down, but looks like it's not Mukul's day for now.
mean, that kind of strategy also works, when you have pressure on the lanes like that. So if Abhi is trying to defend one lane, you can actually push onto the other lane and take advantage of as much as health you were able to get in the initial few games.
Yeah, true. But I guess in this he should have just gotten one tower down first. So 2-0 in favor of Abhi. But before we jump into the next game, I just want to take a moment of your time to mention our best friends in the entire world. We have our title sponsor Omen by HP. We also have Zoe by BenQ and HyperX. And all of this is brought to you by us good folks at Nordwind Gaming. You want to say that's us, but?
Yes,
that's
I was waiting for it.
So who are we? Who's Nordwind Gaming?
That's us.
That's us. Okay, so 2-0 in favor of Sushil right now. But I think we are ready for the next game.
Yeah. Let's get into it.
3-2-1, go.
Timing, dude.
Okay. Abhi's shifted back to his Mega Knight deck with the Ram and the Poison, and it's worked for him, but barely, right? Mukul replies back with the P.E.K.K.A and Mega Knight deck just like Poor. So who's going to have better placements? I guess that's all that's going to come down to it. Who's going to distract the other guy's P.E.K.K.A better? Who's going to distract the other guy's Mega Knight better? If Abhi does manage to do that and again chip his opponent's health down with Poison and Ram, it's game over for Mukul today, 3-0. But that's going to be really horrible for my prediction, so I'm rooting for Mukul right now. Almost a minute in, neither player has made any big moves, but we do see an Elixir character coming down and then a Poison and a Ram. Oof. That's quite a bit of damage onto the tower. 1654.
Did the Battle Ram manage to hit?
Yes, it did.
I felt like it just crumbled before the Bandit actually managed to hit, but the Battle Ram was able to stop the Battle Ram in time. The Bandit got a few hits, but
Bandit did manage to make the dash, right? Yes. So 1350 HP left on Abhi's tower, 1654 on Mukul's on opposite sides. Let's see. Right now, Mukul looks like he's in the advantage for this one, but can he translate that into a victory? Again, we see a Bandit and a Ram coming down on the left. Ram immediately getting interrupted because of the EVs zaps. Another Poison coming down. It's going to take quite a bit of HP off onto the tower, but will the EVs die? Yes, he will. We are entering double elixir right about now, and there we go. Okay, so Abhi is ready to start dropping some offensive P.E.K.K.As. There we go. Mukul's gonna reply with his P.E.K.K.A of his own, same spot. But one advantage Mukul has is both of his opponent's stars are lower than his, and he has two elixir characters on the board. Look at that, it's an almost mirror matchup right there, except the Poison.
and the Battle Ram.
Okay, so two P.E.K.K.As now. The front P.E.K.K.A will be able to tank a lot of damage, keeping the P.E.K.K.A from behind safe. Oof. That's a huge push, isn't it? But will it reach the tower is what I want to know. Yes, it will. The Bandit will dash ahead. Zap, 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 and the tower might just go down, will it? Oof. Oh wow, look at that. The EVs managed to save himself by zapping the tower and making it forget who is it attacking. Mega Knight seizes the chance, jumps in, and gives Mukul his first victory of the day. 1-2 in favor of Sushil right now, but looks like Mukul is making a comeback.
Towers are such cold fishes, man. How can you forget when somebody just zaps you?
Zaps you like that, right? And how does electricity affect you? You're a tower.
It's a weird world these guys live.
Mm-hmm. But it's a world that we like and do so. Let's get back to it, I guess. Game number 4. Are we ready?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey.
Learning the tricks.
The sixth sense. The clash sense.
Interesting. An Inferno Dragon.
Also, I think Abhi, like Sushil has stuck with the same deck that he's played before, but we see Mukul switching things up. It's always nice to see some rarely used cards on the board, like the Mirror, like the Inferno Dragon. Now it seems like even the bowler Golem and cards like them, even they are like very rare now. So Abhi has a P.E.K.K.A. and Eve is coming up. Eve is, though he doesn't know that Mukul has a laser dragon on board right now. Oh, okay. Is he still getting hit by the poison or isn't? This is some tense moment right there. Like Mukul's been waiting for that Evils to die so that he can drop down his Inferno Dragon, but is it too late now? Abhi also has a zap. Maybe that will save him. Or will he use the zap on this? Use it. Oh no, he has a better idea. Mega Knight right there, crushing them with his ass. Okay, so yeah, there we go. We might be seeing a zap being used because he really doesn't want the Mega Knight to die so quickly. Dude, okay, there we go. King Tower activated.
Happened in this. Had to happen.
Had to happen. There really weren't any other units to distract him, and I don't think he wanted to distract him in any way, right?
Yeah.
Having the King Tower activated is a good thing. Entering the last minute, time for double elixir. Who has the advantage now? Abhi looks like he has the heavier deck, so I'm gonna give the advantage to him. But he has been on the back foot for almost the entire game.
I guess this game is gonna go to Mukul. Your prediction is gonna come true.
A 3-2 victory, okay.
Like the King Tower being active is a very huge advantage in favor. And going by the likes of the deck currently as well, I guess the Inferno Dragon might be the make it or break it. Unless, yes, the Electro Wizard is able to stop.
The Evis has been distracted. I think the P.E.K.K.A. is going to die. There we go.
But he has a zap as well.
He just used it. But it just came a fraction of a second too late. Oh, okay. Have we ever seen an Inferno Dragon kill an Evis? We have it, right?
Oh, that's ESL in the Premiership.
Yep. So looks like we are going to go into time. And 5 seconds. P.E.K.K.A. spending an awful lot of time on his own side of the board, and that's almost always a really, really good thing for the person who's used it. The more time you have the P.E.K.K.A. or any other heavy unit on your side of the board, that means the more elixir you have to pump behind it. Oh wow, okay. The Avis's power has been distracted, and the Goblin gang has been able to stop him from effectively using anything.
Oh, very well timed minor stops the Archer Tower to hit the Inferno Dragon, and the Inferno Dragon gets a lot of damage onto the P.E.K.K.A.
But a P.E.K.K.A. that's not dead is a P.E.K.K.A. that's not dead.
He's trying his best to stop him. The Bandit getting a lot of there.
Okay, so the P.E.K.K.A. almost got a hit off onto the tower, and that would have been really troublesome for Mukul. Now his tower's HP is at 322. All of a sudden, he's on the back foot now. And he knows that if he loses this, that's it for today. He's gonna try to pull out all stops, man. But not sure what he can interrupt this this battering ram with. There we go. That's it. 3-1 in favor of Sushil. Congratulations for today. And if we could have a look at the standings here. 3-2-1, go. Yeah, there we go. So look at that. Look at that. Sushil staying true to my prediction. He is leading the board right now. 2 matches played, 2 matches won, 6 points on the board now. So looks like everybody's played a match. Looks like Arpan played a match off stream and he's lost it. Sharing that dunce pedestal right there with Mehudi, both of whom have played a match each but lost the match too. Mukul's played his 3rd match for today and he's won only 1. Objectively, he's worse off than Arpan or Mehu. But maybe he'll recover.
I mean, the thing about this would be when we finally get to see Abhi or face off against Ruben, who has been in blistering form recently.
Mm-hmm.
Ruben as well as Arpan has what happened to Arpan? Like, that's surprising. I know he's just played 1 game, but still it wasn't expected expected of him. He's our
it's the
defending
LAN
champion.
It's the LAN fever, man. It's like it's always like this. Like Mrin won, and then he started sliding. Arpan won, he started sliding.
I mean, like, but still, we are in the final phase. This is the deciding phase, which will define who are gonna be the top 8, who are gonna be
At the LAN finale
event.
Yeah, the players do need to pull themselves up by the bootstraps and put in some more effort, man. You know what I'd really hate at this point? More 3-0 victories.
Yeah.
That just means you've given up. Come on, what are you doing? So anyway, I guess that's it for class today. But guys, do stay tuned. There'll be some CS:GO and then some Dota 2 action coming up. I hope you guys have fun with that. But for now, before we sign off, is there anything you want to say, Rishabh?
Yeah, we'd like to thank our sponsors who have been with us, who are very wonderful, good friends. We'd like to thank Roman by HP, who's our title sponsor, HyperX, Zaubi, and Northern Game.
That's us. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us, but please stay tuned. Facebook, on Twitter, and do hit the subscribe button if you
like this video.
Like this video. Share this video. Do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.
Okay, and we are back after that very interesting game of Clash Royale. Sushil bagging his second victory in the September session of the fall season of the ESL India Premiership. Meanwhile, Mukul in a little bit of a daze here. He has won one game till now in the September session, but he's got 2 losses to his name. And I'm hoping that he can get back on that leaderboard really, really soon. Anyway, moving on, the second big game of the day is going to be Counter-Strike Global Offensive. We have the powerhouse from UAE, NASR Gaming, going up against our boys from Hyderabad, Excellence of Execution. So before we head out more, let's see how their journey has been till now in the ESL India Premiership. Alright, so NASR Gaming, they are a UAE-based team. Risky Gaming have therefore changed their name to NASR Esports. This change came after the team recently landed on a sponsorship deal. One of the top teams in the South Asia region, they have won the 2016 Masters of the ESL India Premiership. They finished first in the April and May session of the summer session. They attended the summer session finale in Mumbai and won the event. Continued their dominance into the fall season as well. The team finished the July and August phase with the pole position of being first. Excellence of Execution are based in Hyderabad. This team qualified for the August CS:GO Master League after they finished first in the July Challenger League. The team is led by Mohammad Smoka Ahmed. Pasha Sahil is the star player of their roster. The team entered the ESL India Premiership through the summer season, June phase Starter Cup. A commendable performance there helped them get promoted to the ensuing season's Challenger League. In the July phase, the team will place first in the Challenger League that allowed them access to the August Master League. In the August phase Master League, the team finished 6th. Excellence of Execution really need to get their bells running and start winning some more games, because right now they are sitting at 3 losses in the September phase of the fall session. Meanwhile, NASR Gaming are on their winning streak as they continue. Is it going to change today? Is EXE going to open their boards positively, or is NASR going to take it all the way from here? We'll find out really shortly from our casters who are waiting to cast this game from the So Strong Studios. I will see you all really shortly with the next game.
Turn around 3 times. Start shooting.
Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes.
Oh no! Punch! Oh, crap!
Personalize the way you see everything, and then conquer. Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Adjust the angle effortlessly for maximum comfort.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the game. It is going to be NASR Esports, aka XRG, and they're going to be facing off against Execution. This, on paper, looks, let's be honest, this looks a little rough. If you're Execution, they are the latest addition to the Masters division, and they're going to be facing off against the best team in the ESL India Premiership. And it's going to be NASR, Breaker pushing in. They're just taking the fight. Breaker, what are you even doing? I don't even understand, but they're going to push in. Havoc's going to lead the charge, tapping away. Finds one, finds two. Is looking for more. His teammate's going to fall, but Havoc, he's got backup as well. They might not be expecting him to playing so close, and Havoc is still stopping him. And he has just, like, he's not letting go. Just pre-firing, 2 bullets remain, 1 bullet, he's gonna have to go for the tap. Nami's gonna strike, he's gonna fall back, and Havoc still holding the line. How is he? What is he doing? Picks up 4 kills. Pasha's house gonna be left alone. He's gonna get the kill onto Carry Bob, and he's gonna make his escape towards the outer bomb side, where KitKat is waiting with the USP, tapping away, sniping away, and Pasha's house so very low. Havoc's gonna be like, give me that ace. As Pasha's house, 11 HP, USP in hand, he's got a bomb on his back, but he's got a lot of work to do. He's gonna be flanking in from behind. But Mr. Havoc, very much ready for this. The timing is going to be perfect. Havoc is going to get the pistol ace to start things off. And NASR Esports, just I mean, just full-on aggression, just not giving any respect initially. For EXE, don't get the bomb down, so it's going to be the force by coming out. And we do see Havoc with the M4 bike. Pistol ace means he can go for the M4 head armor and everything else. And in the meantime, Havoc, oh, Breaker with the nade, gets the kill on the Pasha side. He did manage to get the tag on the Havoc, who should be swapping his gun with his teammate. There we go. The FAMAS will be picked up by Mr. Havoc. In the meantime, Breaker playing right in front of Hop Dog, and Nami will decapitate Smoker with the scout. 3 players gathering up for this end of play. Carry Bob, shoulder peeking, spots out a player, incendiary in hand. He's not going to toss it out yet. He's waiting keeping it very late. And he's going to swap on over. Yubi's going to come out. He's going to do a lot of damage. Incendiary's going to be tossed in towards the bomb side. It's going to make things a little rough here. And Caribou will burn Nato alive. Perfect Incendiary to wreck whatever hopes they had. Jumper will get a kill. The Breaker is there for the immediate trade. Just UMP lost this time for NASR. And that is going to be round number 2. A very convincing round. And EXE don't get the bomb down again. And it's going to be a full eco round coming out for... with Jumper, Pasha Style, Nato, Smoko, and Mene. Let's see what EXE have here. Glocks all around, not a single... nothing being invested whatsoever, not even a P250. That's kind of nice, you know? The fact that they have some discipline. And Caribou playing up close to the FAMAS, not exactly the ideal, just 25 bullets. And he's still going to get the first kill, looking for the second one, which he will get. Runs out of bullets, switches over to the USP, and is tapping away. Jumper doesn't even know which direction to look at. 3 bullets remaining for Caribou, but Breaker is going to come charging up and down Squeaky. Sorry, Pop Dog, and that's going to be round number 3 for NASR. Flawless round. And we do see Nami upgrading to the big green gun. The rest of the team are going to be sticking around with those, with the UMP, the UMP, and the 2 FAMASs. M4 still in the hands of Mr. Havoc, who's yet to die. And KitKat's actually seen no action. 0 kills, 0 deaths, and 0 assists as well. EXE though, AKs and armor. Incendiary is going to do a bit of damage, not too much. They're going to run in through anyways. You got to be careful. Havoc playing right next to Sandwich. The flashbang is perfect. The flashbang's very good, but Havoc managing to sneak his way through. Oh, what is even Havoc? Will finally be found out by Nato. KitKat with a quick reply. Trades going left, right, and center. Nato and Mane going to be left alone here. Nato playing really close to the bomb train. He's got backup as well. Mane with the AK-47 waiting for the smoke to dissipate because he's not able to spot out anyone. There's a player playing at the back of the bomb train as well. That is Nami with an AWP. Very ballsy spot from him, but he does have backup. Will he spot the player on top of the train? He does. Nice little flick of the wrist. Spots up the final player as well. Mane, who will get the kill though. Looking for more, but the double peak comes in, and that is going to be the round as Breaker and Caraba picking up the AK and the AWP for the next round. 5-0, sorry, 4-0 to NASR Esports, and the money is starting to look really robust as well. EXE will have to go for an eco here. A little surprise. Pistol armor, yep. It's going to be max loss bonus anyways. He's gone for the CZ and armor. The rest of his team just sticking around with upgraded pistols. That's about it, I guess. Deagle in the hands of Smoker. CZ for Jumper, and surprisingly, Mane not going for any. Well, he will upgrade it to a CZ and some Kevlar as well. So, a little bit of some things being purchased by Execution. As Breaker is going to be spotting action here. M4 Hot Rod of his keeping them at bay. He's got Carry Bob as well. Pretty decent crossfire. They're going to go marching out, taking the fight to him. And he's going to have a very comfortable time picking up a triple kill. Bomb is dropped right in front of him as well, looking for more. Mane doing a lot of damage. And I don't think he's going to be expecting Carry Bob, who completely whiffs all his shots. He gets taken down. In the meantime, Pasha Style inflicting a little bit of damage, picks up a kill, but he will get quickly traded by Nami. So 5-0. Execution not really getting anything done that round. They got a couple of kills, but looking at the money right now for NASA, I don't think they're too worried about it. All the KitKat and Carry Bob will have to purchase their weaponry. So, yeah, money kind of sparse for two players, but if you look at the cash Breaker, he's above 10k. Havoc on 7,500, Nami on 4,500. So, not going to be too worried at the moment. 5-0 to NASR Esports, and I'm a little confused why Execution would allow Train to go through against NASR. I mean, this is a team who are scary on Train. Very scary on Train. Nami rattling off a shot. He spotted out a player, but a nice flashbang from Breaker to force him back. 3 guys over at Ivy. Smoker towards teammate is looking for any aggression to come out from Risky. And look at this hole from Risky. 3 players, and they're just going to come barreling in. The flashback's not going to be quite effective, though, but Havoc's going to be checking the corner. It's all about timing, and Smoker will catch him snapping. KitKat with a quick trade, however, in the meantime, towards Ivy, 3 players still making the way. The Incendiary is going to be tossed in by Nami. It's going to be a little too deep, though. Not going to force out anyone. Still holding the line. 4v4 at the moment. And this whole is a little iffy, in my opinion, from NASR, but Nami, this is very ballsy from him. Okay, then. That was tasty. Finds Mane. And makes his escape as well. He's been tagged down to 15 points of health, but it ensures that his team does get the man advantage. And KitKat, he's floating around towards Sandwich. And 30 seconds on the clock. EXE, they got to go for a play here. Pasha was waiting towards Pop Dog for quite a while. It looks like they're going to be going for an interplay, but they got to make haste. They're going to be running in now. There's no one nearby to hear them. And Carry Bob holding an interesting angle right beneath the spool. I'm not too sure if they're going to spot him out. He should be expecting the play here. And it's going to be Breaker. The smoke's going to be giveaway. Breaker gonna find one. Carabab finds another kill. Will they get the bomb done? Yes, they will. And Nato will immediately fall to Carabab. And look at the health on almost all these players. 15 on Breaker and Nami, 20 HP in Carabab, and KitKat in 39, but 4 players stay alive. And all the EXE, they get the bomb down. So yeah, there's money in the bank. They have max loss bonus. They can go for a full-fledged buy, but they're not winning rounds, and that's got to be a problem. That's going to be a problem for EXE. It's going to be 6-0 to the Emirati team. Here we go. Nami got a pretty decent spawn to take a pot shot towards mid. No AWPs yet for EXE. Usually they like putting the AWP in the hands of Pasha Style. But right now they're preferring to stick with the AK-47. So Pasha Style is going to be sneaking out. Smoke. One thing I like about watching NASR, aka Risky, they're known as Risky. Oh, Kaden, Nato. Sweet shot on the breaker. KitKat is going to push him through the smoke. This is a little risky from him, but it's going to actually catch up Nato. And there we go. Quick trade comes in from KitKat, as he will. He just spotted one player out towards Ivy. Now he's going to be trying to find Smoker. Spots him jumping. Nade's going to sail in. Luckily, Smoker won't take too much of damage, but the nade's going to be a signal for him to fall back and gather up with the rest of his teammates who have control of Brown Halls. However, Havoc is there. He's down half HP, but he's got Carabob as well to help him out over at Z. Carabob and Nami, both of them playing towards Z, ready to rotate wherever, you know, the action is going to be taking place. And by the looks of it, the action is going to be taking place towards Inna. Pashasal probably looking to go for the late lurk out from the A-bomb side towards Z. Nami. What can Pashasal do? He's slowly sneaking out. The play is going to be coming towards Inna. Carabob's going to be taken down. And Havoc, he finds one. He's looking for mobile. And he's going to get the quick kill. And now Pasha Sahil trying to be sneaky, but KitKat will destroy him. Now bomb's going to get planted. Nami crosshair train on exactly on the bomb train. There is a guy trapped there. That is Smoker, who will aggress out, but he's going to cut on the open. Does a lot of damage under KitKat. He's doing some good work here. All he's doing is try and stay alive. He's got an incendiary. Instead, he's going to win the duel. Finds KitKat. And Malta's going to push him out, but he's got the kill. That's more important than Nami. Now has a lot of work to do. 2 players to find. He does have a flashbang to work with, but no other utility. And Smoker's playing is very smart. Right next to the bomb train, he's going to swap over to the AK-47. He's still going to go for this. Spots out a player. The Smoker will be taken down, but he realizes that this is a lost cause and he will fall back. Although Mene is trying to hunt him down. Spots out Nami. Nami with the AWP. He's just going to fall back. No need to give away the gun. No need to sacrifice his life to the explosion, and he will survive. It's old Mene, but that's going to be the first round for EXE. And about damn time. However, 4 players lose their lives. That means money is still going to be a problem for the team here. And for NASR Esports, money is very flush indeed. Dual op setup comes out. That's scary. Nami and Breaker, both very, very capable with the big green gun. Breaker's been going off. 11 kills and 2 deaths for him. Nami with the AWP. Breaker's playing towards Inna, all by his lonesome. Let's see Havoc. The timing of the smoke. He's going to be smoking it off again. Mene probably feeling like waltzing out, but that smoke's going to keep him at bay. In the meantime, Pashasal waiting very patiently towards Ivy. And he's going to jump on over. Havoc's going to get the first kill in the meantime. And he can be careful. This is Nami he's dealing with. A very, very dangerous AWP. Pashasal rattling off bullets through the smoke. But Nami is not going to take the fight. It's not going to be peeking out wide, where he might get shot by a random bullet in the head. So it's going to be playing very safe. But look at this hold from the CTs. KitKat pushed up beyond Olaf. Carabob behind E-Box. And Havoc playing as well. That's going to draw the rotation. The Breaker getting taken down. Main is going to find KitKat. Things are starting to fall apart for Risky. But the bomb still not yet picked up. And Havoc. What's he gonna do? Nato's pushed up pretty deep. And Havoc jumping around is gonna give a sound cue to Nato that he is over towards C. In the meantime, Pashasal sneaks from behind, finds Nami, and now things are looking a little rough here. But Pashasal getting a little too adventurous, gets taken down. Havoc finds Nato. Lurking right behind the smoke bomb's gonna get planted. It's a 2v2. They have 2 flashes and a kit in the hands of Havoc to work with. However, the utility is good. Mene's got a Molotov, a nade, and a flashbang to work with. They're paranoid. There might be a flank coming in from behind. There's Havoc and Carabob working in tandem to try and get this defused. They have the kit on Havoc, but the problem is Havoc's on 13 HP. A lick from this flames or a nade there, and he's done for. He's gonna try and sticking it. He's gonna get taken down here. Mene just needs to land it right, and he's gonna get the kill. But Carabob picking up a double, and there's no time remaining. They've taken too long to go for this retake, and the Molotov's gonna save the day. Carabob, valid effort from him, but in the end it was not to be. And that's gonna be round number 2 for EXE. Stringing a couple of rounds together here. Although they keep losing too many players, but Nami on $9,950. He's going to be able to drop again for his teammates. And it should be another buy round coming out from NASR. For EXE, though, here's the problem. They've won 2 rounds in a row, but they just kept one guy alive in 2 rounds. That means money is still very dire indeed. still have a lot of work to do. 2 rounds, 6-2. Still early days. Throwing themselves some breathing room here. Kit Kat. Little surprised to see him kind of whiff that spray. Quick trade does come in. Havoc will find Pasha Sile. Switching over to the AK-47. Got Incendiary. Just tossing it towards T-mid. As he will be holding this all by his lonesome. This is a pretty ballsy angle because Nami, if Nami misses a shot on the guy over T-mid, there's Smoker here. If Smoker peeks out wide, Havoc could be in kind of a, you know, rough spot there. But Havoc will fall back as Incendiary will be extinguished as 4v4 advantage still for EXE, but they don't really have any control here. They have no one over in Brown Hall. They have no one, and the flashbang is going to completely blind the player dropping down towards Pop. That was Jumpero. They are gathering up for this outer bomb site hit, but Breaker playing slightly off angle. 3 guys. Smoke's going to come out. Nami, he's going to miss the first shot. Havoc doing a lot of damage, not able to get the kill. However, now Nami should be careful. Bomb's going to get planted, but he spots out a player right underneath the train. He finds one looking for more. There's a guy in the corner there. I'm not too sure why they're going for the fight. Nato is going to... doesn't get the kill, though. And now it's going to come down to Nami, who's going to miss the shot again in 15 seconds here. And he's stuck inside a Z. But look at how low they are. This USP coming out. He's got to take the duel here. Doesn't have an AK to pick up either. Look at how low Nato and Main AR have combined HP of 12. But the smoke's going to keep Nami at bay. He doesn't know how low both the players are. And Nami missing a couple of crucial shots. This could be a problem here. He's waiting for the smoke to dissipate. He doesn't have a kit, but he probably was a kit on one of his teammates. He's going to run out, spots out Nato. He's going to check towards heaven is the question. No, he won't. Mane will pounce on Tsunami before he gets a chance to kind of gather his senses, and that's going to be the round going the way of EXE. They managed to string 3 rounds together. Yes, very, very expensive rounds, but they managed to win it. They managed to win it and kind of wing it as well. So I don't think Execution are going to be, you know, really questioning the way they're winning these rounds. They're winning it, and that's what matters in the end, especially against a team like NASR. Finally, it's going to be an eco run coming out from the Emirati team. Breaker is going to be charging up with the CZ of his all 4 players towards Pop. They won't be expecting this, but Main is going to be holding the line from behind, and they're just getting mauled alive. Another player is going to drop on down. Main is going to find the Havoc. He's going to pick up an AK-47. He's got armor as well. They should be careful about this. And it's going to be Nami who finds Nato. In the meantime, Jumpero holding towards... Oh, Havoc gets a punch, but he still gets a shot at Jumpero. Are they going to get eco'd? Pasha Sile in a 1v2 now as he does find Havoc. Bomb dropped out in the open. He knows where one player is. The double pick's going to come out. He's going to find Kit Kat. Now he knows who the last player is as well. Nami dancing around. He's got no armor. He's got just a P250 to work with. And Pasha Sile going for the spray, trying to land it, and he will finally get the kill. The 1v3 save coming in from Pasha Sile. And Execution, they should be breathing a huge sigh of relief. But the amount of damage being inflicted by NASR on pretty much an eco round, that's gotta hurt. And that's again going to keep Execution's money in kind of control. But they're winning rounds right now. 6-4 is pretty decent, considering it's NASR and it's on train and it's starting on the T side. So 4 rounds in a row, 4 very hard-fought rounds, which came down to some individual brilliance. And to be honest, NASR making a few, a little over-aggression coming up from NASR Esports, to be very honest. But 4 rounds for Execution to the 6 of NASR's. Alright, so going to have a restore coming in. Looks like one of the players having a little bit of internet issues. And hopefully that gets sorted out real quickly here. So here we go. The game will resume. The game will continue. Nami once more with the big green gun. M4 for the rest of his teammates. No. Just one incendiary, I think, which they've used up already. And it's going to be a fast play towards Zina, which could actually catch him off. But Jumper has been spotted up. Carrybop, he doesn't have incendiary to keep them at bay. He's going to fall back as EXE have stampeded. Stampeded up towards Brown Halls. Where Kit Kat's there now to help his teammate out, Carrybop. Holding the Taz angle. And Kit Kat just spawning towards upper. Play's going to be coming in. Flashbang pops up. Kit Kat, very ballsy angle. He will just find one kill. Carrybop needs to reply. He will not. He will get taken out. Pashasal picking up a double kill. Nade's going to sail in. And that's going to take a chunk out of smoke. But Pashasal, he's not stopping. He's looking for more. Breaker, he's going to have to do a lot of work. He picks up 2 kills. Now it's a 2v2. They have a smoke to work with, so that's something. The nade from Nato, though, that could just take down Breaker if he sticks to defuse. The Kit, however, is with Nami. So the nade's not going to do much damage, but they still have the smoke to work with. And the smoke is going to be tossed in Mane from above. Going to peek out. He's going to fall to Breaker. Still 1 minute left alive, and it's going to be Nami just sticking the fuse. And one guy is going to be... What was that? That was a weird effect there. I just thought I saw like 7 or 8 green glowing balls on the bomb. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but yeah. Anyways, NASR will win the round. Expensive round, however. Very expensive round. And both the teams, the execution's money is wrecked as well. They won 4 in a row, but all the 4 rounds, it was just like one guy surviving, or maybe sometimes almost all of them just getting taken down. So just the AK-47 in the hands of Nato. Pajasile already taking a lot of damage from the initial nade towards T-mid. Jumper, Pashasal looking for any aggression from the CTs. Bomb is also floating around here towards Team Mid. It's gonna come down to Nato to get an opening pick here. Problem is Nami is holding a very, very tight angle. And there's no one to trade for him. There's absolutely no one to trade. Looking up, Mane, good angle, spots out a barrel, and he's gonna find one, not able to get a second kill. Nato's gonna get the quick trade, but in the meantime, Havoc and Breaker. Havoc holding the line. Breaker helping his teammate out. The 2 guys over in Pop Dog completely destroying whatever plan they had in mind, and now Breaker and Havoc are going to swap weapons as well. And Breaker spots out a player over at Ivy, incendiary towards Olof, and now Breaker will completely whiff the spray, and Carrybop sneaking in from behind them with a Molotov. That's going to keep them at bay. They're going to get the bomb down. The nades, again, going to do so much damage, but they're internally bleeding, and there is a guy behind them as well. Carrybop sneaking up from Ivy. Now, they might not be expecting where he is, but Smoker, with a P250 long range, he gets the kill. Carrybop is being very careful, very methodical, clearing out these angles. He doesn't know where the players are. Spots one, goes for the spray, finds one. He needs to find another one. He's getting shot from the side, but Nato is trapped with an AK-47. He's got to go for a shot towards Kit Kat, and Carrybop is there to kill him while he's distracted. Bomb getting planned for EXE on pretty much a full eco. They should be happy with that, and they should be able to buy here because they didn't really go for any buy apart from some few pistols here and there. There we go. Bomb down, and you know, the second round loss bonus plus the money they had from the previous round, enabling them to go for a very, very solid buy indeed. Pashasal with AWP, 8-4, still 3 more rounds remaining in this half. NASR, they're not struggling, it's just that they don't look as intimidating. That's the word. They don't look as intimidating as they usually are, and oh my word. Okay, then. Nami picks up a collateral double. Nato gets a kill in the meantime. Mane. Probably feeling adventurous. Should be careful. The 2 players there. And Carrybop. Aggressing up. Rotation is far away if he gets taken down, though. If he gets taken down, they have to control the inner bomb site. Carrybop Spots out a player, and his spray's not going to work out. Now, that's a problem. That's a problem. Main, a very patient play from him. He's going to get a kill as well into KitKat. Man advantage neutralized, and in fact, rested by execution from NASR. I'm not too sure why he was playing so aggressively. It could have worked out. It could have worked out. I mean, again, he needed to hit his shots there. Nato somehow staying alive on 16 HP, hiding in the smoke. Smoke's going to dissipate. Havoc rattling off shots, and this is so smart. This is so smart from Nato. He's going to walk out through the smoke. Oh, no! He turned away. He thought he got the kill. Last rank pops out. Nami holding a very tight angle. They got to go for the peak. He's going to get the kill. And Molotov's going to come out, though. And it's going to delay them. Havoc started to stick it, and he gets the defuse. Jesus Christ. Havoc in the flames. Doing his best all-off impression. 9-4 now. And execution. These rounds, some of them are very close indeed, but they're not really being able to convert them after those 4 rounds they won in a row. They're getting the bomb down, though. If you look at it, the last 3 rounds they lost, they kept getting the bomb down. And NASR had to go for the retake, and those weren't clean retakes either. They had to go for some big balls plays, as I like to say. The buy, of course, will be coming out. And it's going to be KitKat in the meantime, catching Pasha Sile, dropping down. Pasha, all alone. Flash is going to pop, but Havoc's going to holding a wide angle. Great shot there. He finds one, and they get completely dismantled. KitKat picking up a double kill, a triple kill, in fact. And, of course, Nami chiming in with a frag of his own. 10-4, as it looks like normal services have resumed. And execution for a moment there. It looked like they were showing some signs of life, but NASR Esports quickly extinguishing it. But 4 rounds, train T-side. If they win the CD pistol, they still, you know, they can still do something here. And still, we have 1 more round remaining in this first half. They can still get round number 5. 10-5 is still a very competitive scoreline. You know, if you get 5 rounds on a T-side and train, and if you have a semblance of a CD side, and what is even? Oh my word, Breaker playing a life-size decoy. He gets the kill. Just all he had to do was just distract for his teammates who were just marauding and just barreling in from brown halls, and poor Nato getting completely destroyed. Nami missing a shot which you would have thought he would have hit with his eyes closed. As that's gonna force Smoker and Mane back. Teaming with the teammates, but look at where Caribob is. I mean, this is ridiculous. NASR have controls of white halls. They have control of everything. Execution only have control of alley and T-spot. I mean, literally, look at this pincer from NASR. They're giving no breathing space. Breaker's gonna find one, looking for another one. Smoker, a little surprised. They look a little lost. In the meantime, Caribob is just going for this. They're getting funneled out to the firing yard. One guy stays alive. It's going to be Jump Pro and Nami hitting a snapshot, putting him out of his misery. 11-4 will be the scoreline. Good have been called by both the teams. And NASR Esports 6-0, and 6-4, and then it's 11-4. Pistol round is going to be very, very crucial indeed for EXE. And Nato's got a kid in the smoke. He's playing right towards Sandwich. Smoker's going to open things up. Great opening kill. Nato looking to find something in the smoke, and he's going to get the kill onto Nami. That is so unfortunate for Nami. Carabow's going to come barreling in. Smoker's still around the corner, though, but he's getting shot at, and he's going to get destroyed by the Glock at that range. And now it's a 3v2. Breaker's going to find Pasha Sile as well. They're just falling apart here, our EXE. And now Jumper and Mane, a lot of work to do. They got the armor, they got the pistols, they have a kit as well right next to the site. They can't pick it up. And Caribob dancing around with the Glock. He gets another kill. Mane will try to find a frag on the Caribob, but KitKat peeks out from Pop Dog from behind and completely destroys him. 12-4. And EXE, they needed that round. They really needed that round. Nami with the scout decapitates Nato. Breaker. He's a breaker of men. Havoc's gonna kill in Mania as well. Remember, this is a force buy. It's not an eco. They've invested into this round, but the inner bomb side has been completely compromised. Jumper trying to find something, but the flames are pushing him back. Smoker's gonna get a kill, but they have complete control of this, and things are not looking good. Nami with a scout. I mean, how much damage is this guy dealing out? Is finally gonna get taken out by Jumpero. Oh, but this round is pretty much lost here. They have the 2 scouts. Pasha Sahil is dangerous with it. He's been spotted out. Havoc gonna hunt him down. Nade's gonna sail in. Pasha Sahil having none of it. It's just gonna run away and try to team up with his teammate. And the hunt is on. Caribop, Kit Kat, and Havoc. The rifles taking a little bit more slow. Havoc with the Mac-10. It's not going to be easy, though. There's still a guy hiding behind them, and they're so blind, but they might just get taken out. Jumper will survive. The 2 scouts survive. (13-4). Force buff was going to be coming out. Well, just pistols actually. Except for Jumpero is just invest. Oh, I think it dropped the. He dropped the scout over to Nato. My bad. But they've completely relinquished the Yada bomb side control, and NASR have just run amok. Couple of players coming up from Pop Dog, though they can time this right, but Nami is there with an AK-47, sprays them all down, and this is just starting to look very rough indeed. Kit Kat spots on Nato walking out. There's still a guy over, and Pasha Sahil finds Breaker. From all 1.6, he gets another tag in. He's trying to find more here, and he will get another tag, but Havoc's going to mow him down. And it's all in Jumper with a CZ. He's got armor as well, but 1v4, no kit. Not going to be easy. Tapping away, and the hunt is going to be on Havoc. Not really aggressing further. There's nothing Jumper can do here apart from trying to hold on to the CZ. It is going to be 14-4 for NASR, as they have just completely dominated this game after relinquishing 4 rounds, which are very close rounds, by the way. Let's take a look at how EXE won their rounds after this round is done. Jumper. She should get his kill on Havoc. He will get the kill and picks up a Mac-10 as well. If you look at the 4 rounds they won, they had 1 guy stay alive, no one survived, 1 guy stay alive, and no one survived. So in the 4 rounds they won, 2 players stayed alive in 4 rounds they won. So the second they lost the round after that, it was just which was a diffuse while players are still alive from EXE from NASR. They really couldn't do much. They really couldn't mount anything. The money was always looking a little rough, a little iffy. And then they needed to win a pistol round as well, but NASR, those Glocks, I mean, just out-aiming them, basically. The only 2 players who were, like, 3 players kind of putting up a fight for EXE are Pasha Sahil and Nato, and Mane to a certain degree, but Smoke and Jumpero just nowhere to be found today. They're just looking very, very, very quiet indeed. Nato, Pasha Sahil. Holding the line. Smoke up. Walls the angle. Good angle. Finds Breaker. He's got to get traded. Yes, he will. Nami with AWP, but trades left, right, and center. I don't know if they know there's a guy playing towards all of Kit Kat's going to get a kill as well. This is not looking good. There's still a 3v3, and Nami has no idea. He has no idea there's a guy just below him. Anato will be found out. Oh, no. 1 guy stays alive as Jumper. There's nothing he can do, as he will fall to Kit Kat as well. 15-4 for NASR Esports. And the head looks just very, very convincing. And it's going to be the Hail Mary play coming out from Jumper and Mane. Jumper has been smoked off. Sorry, Mane has been smoked off. Jumper walking up. The 3 players waiting around the corner, and he's going to get instantly taken on. Breaker and Carabob. They completely destroy the outer bomb side as Nami is just going to be floating around. And Nato hears him running up, and he can't really catch him off guard because he knows there'll be a player marking to his pop dog as well. Deagle from Smoker. He gets 1 kill in Kit Kat. He needs to find more, but Incendiary is going to keep both Nato and Smoker at bay. And it's pretty much done and dusted. Havoc's going to get the kill. Smoker and Nato against the world. And Breaker, the Breaker minerals off a few bullets. He's going to find Smoker. 1 guy remains, and it is going to be Nato who will take the fight. He's still alive. He's still alive, but Havoc will end him. And that is going to be a very, very quick game from NASR Esports. And I think EXE kind of shot themselves in the foot when the moment they allowed Train to be picked by NASR Esports. So that's it from my end. I hope you guys enjoyed the game. It was a pretty quick game. Pretty solid display coming out from NASR Esports. And that's it from all of us over here. GG, well played, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Adios.
Everybody, and welcome back. That was a stellar performance coming in from NASR Esports, and they're still keeping on their winning streak in the ESL India Premiership. Moving on, we have Dota 2 coming up next. We have the powerhouse of Team Signify going up against XRG Gaming. Now, Signify is one of those teams that have most of the international players in our country as of now. They are the internationally formed Dota 2 team that are based off in India. They have some of the most renowned players, Ronak and Crowley, no chance. They also play for this team. We also have international faces like Owa, who are also part of this team. On the other end, we have XRG Gaming. They are a pretty old team. They've also been a milestone for players like Jeet Kundra, Swifty, who's among the top players in our country as of now. It's going to be a mix of a team which is completely experienced against a team that is experienced but not as much as Signify. So let's just quickly see their road till now. XRG Gaming are a Mumbai-based team. The team in the July phase of the fall season finished 6th and in the August ended their campaign in the 7th place. This pushed them into the promotion relegation playoffs, where they managed to emerge victorious and retain their spot in the September session of the fall season of the Masters League. In the September phase, they played their first game against Team Genesis but could not secure a win. On the other hand, Team Signify is an international Dota 2 based team in India. Signify entered the ESL Masters League after qualifying through the July Dota 2 Challenger League. They secured a podium finish in the August phase. In the September session of the fall season, they have started their journey with their first win against Team Turtles. These two teams are going to be playing each other for the first time in the Masters League, and XRG still needs to get their first win on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, Signify is looking for their second victory. So let's see who's going to take it. We have our casters waiting for us at the AFK Gaming Studios, and we're just going to quickly head off to them.
Turn around 3 times. Start shooting.
Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes.
Oh no! Punch! Oh, crap!
Personalize the way you see everything, and then conquer. Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Adjust the angle effortlessly for maximum comfort.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and those of you even looking forward to playing Artifact, welcome back to the ESL India Premiership. My name is Vivek, and today we got Team Signify on the Radiant facing off versus Team XRG. Signify, they're banning two heroes that they do like to play a fair bit themselves. They banned out the Lich as well as the Venomancer, while XRG responding with the Earthshaker and the Nyx. Nothing too surprising, very meta. But the fact is XRG have forgotten that Signify do like to run the Earth Spirit. And over, well, probably the best Earth Spirit in a 100-mile radius at the very least. But they're going to go with the Shaman. This is possibly what we're going to see over play. unless they pick a 4 position like the Tusk and run that Tusk or Nova and put no chance on the Shaman. They've been quite fluid about the 5 and 4 positions in Signify. And they've had a good run so far in the tournament. They won most of the games just yet in the fall phase. Fall season phase 3. Damn, that name is confusing. XRG, they're going to go with an offlaner. That's pretty straightforward though. They're going to pick up the Sand King. And I'm actually seeing a secondary mouse on my screen, so I'm just going to do a quick reconnect. This is also a quick opportunity for you folks to get something to drink if need be. And we should be back with the game really soon. It's a game that's still not in beta anymore, but we still have these occasional glitches, especially with spectating. I mean, I'll share the story some other time. I'm really curious to see how this draft has progressed. So we're seeing a Sand King as well as a Clockwork, possibly a 4-position Clockwork. Can run him in the offlane, but yeah, right now XRG, they have a lot of freedom with how they want this draft to progress. Signify, though, they picked up the Mirana. I'm assuming this is going to be Skembaloo on the Mirana. Did you see him played in a pub? I mean, in a pub just before this. And Signify, they're going to ban out the Weaver. Interesting. Possibly they just feel that they have no answers to the Weaver just yet. I mean, you got the Shaman with good enough lockdown. But Signify knows something that we don't, and they're not taking the chances. XRG not taking any chances either, banning out that pesky little Necroforce. And so far, I mean, the bans have just been very meta. Nothing to disrupt the draft coming out from Signify. And actually, credit to Signify here. I mean, they've opened with a draft that's very ambiguous, not heading in any one fixed direction. And XRG, they're just playing their card safe, panning out heroes that they feel are strong and are indeed strong, like the Necroforce, like the Earthshaker, and even a Husker, just in case Signify choose to run a cheese strat against them, which they did versus Aggressive 5 at the Asus ROG Masters. We did see a last pick Husker coming out from Signify, and yeah, that was the deciding game. Decided who ends up going to an undisclosed location, or Thailand or Bangkok or Philippines, somewhere in Southeast Asia. And Signify will be going down the back of that last pick Husker that they pulled out versus Aggressive 5. Next pick for XRG. Possibly pick up a solid 5 position hero. You've got Crystal Maiden. You've got Rubik. Actually, this wouldn't be a bad game for Rubik, even for the side of Signify. But instead, XRG, they're just going to go ahead and pick up the puck. So a lot of team fight coming out from XRG. Multiple sources of lockdown, quick burst with the Sand King with puck once he picks up his Veil. And if Signify are not careful with their positioning in the mid-game, they could easily be brought down with the abundance of lockdown and burst that XRG are working with right now. Okay, they're going to pick up the Bat Rider for XRG, I presume. This also possibly explains the Weaver ban, but I'm still not convinced why they banned the Weaver on the side of Signify. And XRG will probably be looking for something in the safe lane that, well, can do reasonably well versus the Bat Rider. You could pick up something like the Slark, but instead they're just going to go with the Oracle. Good 5 position, more nuke damage, and Fortune's End can dispel all that sticky napalm charges that the Bat Rider will enjoy dropping upon the enemy cores in the lane. Fortune's End also route rather handy in locking down the Bat Rider and trying to bring him down in lane itself.
5 seconds remaining.
And XRG, they still have space for that 1 position here. Signify, I mean, this is going to tell you if it is a 4 position Mirana, or are we looking at 1 or 2 position Mirana. This is where probably Signify will just pick up their true 4 position, if indeed the Mirana is not a 4 position hero. Okay. So they're going to pick up the Tusk over, even as a highlight video made on him with some of his sick Tusk plays. So I'm sort of assuming that over is going to be on the Tusk and no chance is going to be on the Shaman. There seems to be another switch that is sticking around on the side of Signify. No chance has been relegated to the 5 position, and Ova will be playing the roaming 4th. I'm not a fan of the Tusk pick. I mean, it's one of Ova's stronger heroes, but they benefit a lot more from having a 4 position who provides a little bit of team fight. I wouldn't be too opposed to the Earth Spirit because the silence is going to be nice and bringing down the puck. All that lockdown is going to be handy as well. Even have that silence going on the Oracle in case he's choosing to false promise anyone. Earth Spirit would have been an option. And unfortunately, Signify are not going to pick it up. They're going to go with a lot of single target burst to some extent with the Walrus Punch, the Snowball, and the Ice Shards. And Signify looking for another core here.
5 seconds remaining.
They could do draw if they want. It'd be really painful for XRG to deal with all these ranged heroes and that extra draw aura just buffing them up. But we're probably looking at a Crowley hero here. I mean, he can play the Mirana, but I just get the sense that this is a true 1 position Mirana. In which case, we're looking at something for the mid lane, possibly a Queen of Pain. Puck is unfortunately being picked up by XRG. You could do Templar Assassin. TA never loses that matchup. Technically, versus the Puck.
Dire team pick.
And yeah, indeed, it's going to be the Templar Assassin for Signify. And it is going to be a 1 position Mirana that's going to be played by Skembaloo. This was a bit of an issue that XRG didn't plan forward for. I mean, they picked up the puck a little early on in the draft. And ideally, you'd want to hold on to your mid laner and pick it at the very end, especially when you have second pick, so you can respond to the enemy's last pick. Instead, XRG sort of made a mess of the draft and picked the puck early on. As it is, I mean, Crowley is immensely skilled in that mid lane. And if you're not doing your best in the draft phase itself to try and shut him down, it's only going to make matters worse for you. And now XRG have a rather unfavorable matchup in the mid lane. Puck versus Templar Assassin. I mean, almost any time Puck or Templar Assassin's got Refraction to shrug that off. And the side blades are going to be an absolute nuisance for that Puck in the mid lane. Last pick though for XRG. Maybe they could redeem themselves. Looking for a 1 position hero here. They could pick up the Slark. The Dark Pack would be nice versus the Batrider. But honestly, I'm just left wondering to myself if Slark is truly the best score in this scenario. 20 seconds remaining, not too much reserve time to work with. And they're going to go with the Phantom Lancer. Not too bad indeed. I mean, Doppelganger or Doppelwalk, I'm not really sure what it's called in Dota 2, does shrug off the Sticky Napalm. It is a basic dispel if I'm not mistaken. And the Phantom Lancer should be okay in lane. No real answers or direct counters to that Phantom Lancer coming out from Signify's draft just yet. But if indeed XRG gets off to a good start, gets that Blink Dagger going nice and early, and if his initiations are on point, if he somehow manages to be on top of the Phantom Lancer early on, there's no way for him to escape from a lasso coming out from the Batrider. The burst damage is going to come so quick, fast and hard. He won't have much of a shot of doing any real damage in that team fight. But this is a very hypothetical scenario where XRG does manage to get that perfect initiation. The problem is False Promise dispels the lasso as well. So it's going to be a particularly hard game for XRG. I Guess you sort of jumped the Oracle first. Take him out of the fight as soon as possible. And then move on to the bigger cause.
Prepare for battle.
Got a pause coming out, so it's going to give me a little bit of time to just quickly run through the lineups. For the side of Signify, you got the captain or drafter, in-game leader, whatever the word you prefer. Over, going to be handling that task. Crowley going to the mid lane with the Temple Assassin. No chance on the 5 position, playing the Shadow Shaman. Skembaloo going to be playing the Mirana, and that leaves us with XRG on the Batrider. For the side of XRG, you've got Gondi handling the puck. QWE playing the Clockwork. It is a 4 position Clockwork. Zafito going to be playing that Oracle on the 5 position. Phantom Lancer in the hands of Shondi, and that leaves us with Blue Frog heading to the off lane with that Sand King. Early smoke coming out from XRG. And it's probably for Zafito and the Oracle to get some nice early wards. I'm going to block one of the camps and just try and enable the Sand King as much as possible. Yeah, just blocks the small camp. Not really sure that's the best ward, but it is something. At least the small camp won't be pulled. And deep ward in the mid lane. Puck needs
brutal, savage.
that salve to be ferried out ASAP. And it seems as if Signify are trying to dodge the lane here. They're running an offensive try. And that offensive try is on the hunt already. Over leading the charge, holding on to skill point. Signify waiting patiently. They see Blue Frog. Blue Frog sort of expected this. He got shackled anyway, and now he's being locked in position with the arrow. Tries to butter strike out of there, but won't be lucky, and no chance gets the kill. Okay, my bad. I call this as a 4 position Clockwork, but it indeed seems to be an offlane Clockwork. I'm not really sure what's going on. Unless... oh, damn. I'm really not sure if this is a 4 position Clockwork. He's thought out with the strangest of starting items. And XRG, Shondi, immediately off to dodge that lane. No chance. Shackle number 2. This time onto the Oracle. The cogs are there on the Lulu, excuse me, and it doesn't really matter. He just whacks away from within them, and Nova gets the kill. So, funny story, his name in Dota 2 was Kemba Lulu, but then people started calling him Lulu, and at 17, 18, hormones are raging, you're young, you don't like these cute cuddly names being attached to you, and just quickly changed it, and now he's Kemba Lulu. True story. But yeah, now it's XRG who are running an aggressive try here versus the Batrider. And they left Clockwork all by himself. It's not too much of a good idea. No chance did start out with the Ether Shock. Doesn't have mana for the shackles. The shards are there. Skembaloo lines up the arrow and it's on point. They're just holding him in place with the shackles. And Nova picks up another kill. Good stuff coming out from this aggressive try lane from the side of Signify. QWE needs to be ever so careful with this positioning with no chance as well as Over on the prowl this early on. surprisingly, the puck's not doing too bad in the mid lane. I mean, she's leading the CS charts and I mean, doing more work in terms of denies at the very least. So XRG holding their own despite those early deaths in the top lane. The good thing for Signify is that they haven't lost XRG even one just yet. And they'll even make a rotation early on to just enable him. Over heading to his 2-minute rune. Might bump into Blue Frog here. So the rotation's not going to result in much just yet. And Blue Frog even picks up a haste rune. Over does drop that ward and does manage to scout that out. He knows he's camping it. Over rolls in aggressively. No one in the vicinity but Blue Frog with a haste rune. And now his team could join in. The Oracle is nearby. Blue Frog goes in with a Butter Strike. It is only a level 1 Butter Strike. He's dueling it out with a Caustic. He's trying to buy time for Zafito to make way. But the shards are there and Nova's on a killing spree. Meanwhile, Signify 4 kills all across the map. Skembaloo and No Chance team up to bring down the Clockwork. And Ova is even getting that extra heal from the Purifying Flames. He rolls forward aggressively with the Snowball. Zafito out of mana. Not yet out of luck, but the shards are there. It blocks Zafito away. He wants to run to his shrine. And still just 3 minutes into the game. So there's no shrine for a good minute at the very least. And Ova is just going to punch him down with the Orb of Venom. That's 4 kills on a roaming Tusk within just 6 minutes. Ridiculous stuff coming out from Signify. And now Crowley's overtaken the mid lane. He's leapfrogged ahead by a good 10 CS. And life's just going to get worse for Gondi here. Yeah. So Doppelganger is a basic dispel and should remove Sticky Napalm. Skembaloo. Cornered here. The Burrow Strike is there from Blue Frog. QWE tries to make way. Skembaloo turns around with the Star Storm. The stars are there. Over couldn't make this 2 kills. Actually, he just gets 1 for the time being. He wants QWE. Skembaloo does have an Aquila and Starstorm is off cooldown. No Chance makes way to the top lane. Is there with the Shackle. Skembaloo lines up the arrow. The arrow connects. QWE is there as well. Another kill into the pockets of Signify. 5 minutes in, 8-0 the score. It's an absolute bloodbath. And it's also a 3k net worth advantage in favor of Signify. I mean, they dodged the offensive drive. Phantom Lancer is safe. But Clockwork isn't doing too well at all. I mean, just to give you perspective, the Clockwork as well as the Sand King are both level 3. And this is Clockwork who, well, apparently had a solo lane. Once again, Shackle, Arrow. Textbook Dota coming out from Signify, making it look easier than it is. While Crowley in the mid lane's going ham as well. Gondi, no phase shift for a bit. In fact, he did actually have the phase shift. Goes down either way. It was unlikely that he'd get out even if he popped the phase shift. The only one who's not died on the side of XRG is that Phantom Lancer.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Who is just 300 net worth ahead of the roaming Tusk. A lot of that gold in Nova's pockets did come from kills. But either way, things are not looking too good for XRG right now. Crowley diving deeper in the mid lane. The side trap will miss, but he's got the damage. In fact, it's a double damage rune. Blue Frog making the rotation on the Sand King. Can he manage to rescue Gondi here? The Bottle Strike is there. Gondi turns around with the AWP. Crowley's just still got a Fairy Fire, but he's pushing his luck. The Fortunes then onto the Sand King. I'm not sure if that was the right move. Zafito and backups on the way. Ova snowballs in aggressively. Another trap coming out from Crowley, slowing them down. Ova, one man surrounded by three. No spells for a minute, but he's got teammates. Crowley goes in. He's still got the double damage rune to work with. The Fortunes then removes it right now, if I'm not mistaken. The coil is dropped by Gondi. Another set of ice shards, not catching anyone. Crowley just next to Gondi, and that was possibly the worst jaunt from an illusory AWP I've ever seen in my life. Blue Frog goes in with the two-man Bottle Strike. Crowley healing up with the Purifying Flames, turns around, brings down the Sand King, and he's looking for more. No supports on the way, no chance scores a kill elsewhere. The shards are perfect from Ova. That blocked up Zafito. The side trap is there as well, and with the refraction, they will eventually bring him down. Zafito running into the trees. That tree keep him alive for just a while longer. Signify dive deep and do not get punished for it. Gondi even committed the coil there. Not too heavy a commitment, but unfortunately didn't result in too much. He's got a regen rune to work with. It's going to be nice. What's not nice is pretty much everybody else on the map is dying. No chance, even ambitiously just queues up the blink in his quick buy here. It's going to be a while before he gets it, but just gives you a sense of how confident Signify are feeling right now. Skemblue building into the Mask of Madness. I mean, it's going to help him farm, but he has to be absolutely careful with its usage. I mean, one slight misstep could be all that XRG need to lock him down and bring him down. The silence coming out from the Mask of Madness could be a little detrimental towards a hero that does depend on something like Leap to disengage from battles. But I presume it's more just to accelerate his farm. Mid lane. Crowley just being a nuisance here. QWE forced to jungle. Still can't tell if this is a 4 position or a 3 position clockwork. I don't think it matters anymore. 9 minutes in, he's still level 4. Just to give you a metric of how under level he is, no chance is level 6. And no chance was sharing a lane with Skemblue. They are outskilling them hard. XRG just moving from lane to lane. Clueless as to what they really need to be doing at this point. I mean, the plan or the hope is that the Phantom Lancer gets farm and you somehow on the back of his farm come back into this game. And you're just going to try and turtle as long as possible till the Phantom Lancer farms. But right now, Signify are working with a net worth advantage of 10,000 gold. I don't see the Phantom Lancer picking up any item that's going to negate all that deficit between them. I mean, he's not even got threads at this point. He's just holding on to his gold. And no chance to just holding on to this position on that cliff. They won this puck. They're taking down the mid tier 1. All Signify need to do is group up as 5. They've got the net worth advantage. They know they're ahead. And Skemblue is really far ahead. He's all by himself, right next to a dire tier 3. They've gone in on the mid lane. The hook shot is down to Crowley. QWE bought it 2 more fixed screens if I'm not mistaken, but it doesn't matter. Gondi falls in front of him. Ova snowballs ahead. Here comes Skemblue with the arrow, with the Starstorm. Make that 1 and 2 for Crowley. XRG still to find a single kill. XRG enjoying all that alone time in the safe lane, getting closer and closer to his blink dagger. I mean, I like the idea coming out from XRG's draft that we pick heroes that can fight and just fight Signify. But the problem is they lost their lane so hard. Ova got off to such a great start. I mean, 4 kills in less than 5 minutes. And XRG faced with a huge deficit. Not really sure how to respond and how to come back into this game. They have to make a Hail Mary play. I mean, you just go the way. You just charge at your opponents at this point and hope that some RNG, some flip of a coin works in your favor and somehow you manage to kill any one of these scores. Because if you do, it's going to be a lot of gold back in your pockets. Okay, so the plan here from XRG is let's go AFK. Let's wait for them to go high ground, come high ground, and let's hope that that's where Signify mess up. Not even sure if that's going to be enough at this point. Radiant scan does clip the Phantom Lancer, so they know he's there. They ping him out. Over, walking in that direction. Shards are there. Shondi low on mana. The arrow's not going to connect. Shondi wants to doppelganger to the low ground. The real Shondi still working with the neutrals. They've shackled an illusion. They've been absolutely blindsided over there. And Ova stuck on a cliff now. They left the skeletons alive, so Ova can snowball onto them. Mid lane. Crowley still going ham. Does sense that a couple of XRG heroes are in the vicinity. QWE, he just got his magic stick and now he's been thrown onto a cliff. They could leave him there for the rest of the game, but QWE did have the presence of mind to hookshot onto a teammate and he's fine for the time being. Crowley needs to be careful. He's got a Yasha in addition to the Mask of Madness. Not too far away from his defusal. Zafito walks into jungle to drop a ward. Risky plays here coming out from XRG. The network deficit only growing. It's only going upwards at this point. I'm actually going to do some math and check if all of XRG's heroes even add up to Skembalu's net worth. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, barely. They barely add up to Skembalu's net worth. That's how far ahead Signify are. It's ridiculous. I mean, it reminds me of the Zimbabwean economic crisis where they had to issue $1 trillion notes. And XRG need that kind of currency and that sort of revenue to make a difference in this game anymore. I mean, they've even got an Aegis to worry about. Well, the good news is that XRG do have this one ward which is allowing Shondi to push out the bottom lane. Shondi is still searching for that diffusal blade. XRG not going to punish him. No vision. XRG jumps in. He knows Shondi is in the vicinity. The sticky napalm is there. Can Shondi juke them once more? They're flying over him with the firefly. They found the real one. And they're not even going to commit the last of it. Just going to slow him down with the napalm. And Ova finishes him off with a clean uppercut. 28 seconds with no Phantom Lancer. The good news is XRG is still so on level that they're going to be respawning really quickly. The arrow from Skembalu did connect on Puck. But back up a little far away. Skembalu changing tracks mid-big, going... Oops, I take my camera away from the mid lane for a second. Crowley scores a kill. 19-0. It's a whitewash. It's India versus Sri Lanka all over again. And Signify, they're just going up high ground. XRG, AFK near the throne. Blue Frog, no item that's going to make a difference in this fight. They're all shit scared as to who even gets the fight started. I mean, Puck could go in, but she's nowhere close to a Blink or a Veil. XR could go in and get someone with the Flaming Lasso, but they're just focusing on the buildings. And there they're gone. XR's gone in. Zafito takes a melded, a couple of hits from the Master Serpent mods and is brought down rather easily. Shondi jumps in, nuke down. And Crowley is still going ham. Scambaloo jumps in, pops the Mask Command. There's a whole lot of physical DPS. Gondi staying alive through it all though. The Maelstrom made along with the Side Blades from Crowley ensure that he's brought down. And the Master Serpent was ensure that buildings fall as well. XRG, they've tapped out. They've had enough. 17 minutes was all it took. Even I last longer in PUBG. But folks, that's it as far as Dota 2 is concerned for the day. You were watching the ESL India Premiership. My name is Vivek. You can find me, flame me, love me at facebook.com/VivekCasting. Adios and see you tomorrow.
Alright, and Signify made that game look very, very easy. We are back again with the ESL India Premiership. It's the end of day 5. But don't worry, we have more games coming for you tomorrow. It's going to be day 6 and we've got Dota 2, Counter-Strike and Clash Royale coming your way. So come on live again tomorrow at 6:30 PM IST to join us as we bring you the Master League games of the ESL India Premiership summer session of the fall season. I'm Angela, your host for today and for the rest of the fall season if you love me. And we are thankful to be hosting this tournament for you guys. Our sponsors are Omen by HP, Zawi by BenQ, HyperX. Good night everybody, sweet dreams, keep gaming, and I will see you tomorrow.